Alright, hey guys, welcome to Ice Dogs TV for 2011, our first episode. Mitch, how does it feel to be back?
Pumped. Yeah, so excited, It's been a long off-season, obviously, so it's good to just get back into it. Being up here watching the dogs train, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, mate. I'm really glad to be back.
Yeah.
So last year, not the season the Ice Dogs were hoping for, but, they played some entertaining hockey and we got a lot of positives out of last season.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it, wasn't that great in terms of where these guys finished. But let's face it, the hockey they were playing was awesome. These guys never quit. They kept scoring goals, kept hitting. Even at the end of the season, they played some of the best hockey we saw all year. It was just thrilling to watch. So I think that we're going to see a lot more of that in 2011. I know for a fact that these guys are pretty focused after that performance last year. They want to be better this year.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more, Mitch. Couldn't agree with you more. So, two Ice Dogs familiar faces returning this year. Matt Monahan from last year's coming back for another stint, and veteran Brett Thomas is coming back. How are these two guys going to help this team?
Okay, well, Brett Thomas has been a pretty key guy on this team for a couple of years. Wasn't playing last year, but now he's back. He's he's a very physical guy, good on offense. He's going to bring a lot to the table. He's also great on the penalty kill, so he's a very complete player. And the Ice Dogs will probably get a good contribution from him, I would think.
Yeah. And I mean, he's come straight back into ice hockey and straight away been selected for the Australian men's team. So
yeah, obviously not rusty, hey?
Not rusty at all. He's coming straight back into it. And what about crowd favourite Matt Monahan from last year?
I love Matt Monahan, hey? I love that laser beam shot.
Yeah.
He just, seems to, the goalies just have a tough time picking up sometimes. So he's important as well. So he'll bring a lot sort of back to the Ice Dogs in 2011. Yeah, so it's exciting.
Yeah. So 5 Ice Dogs have been selected to the Australian national men's team this year, which are playing in the World Championships down in Melbourne in April. Whitey, Scott and Todd Stevenson, Manco, and like we mentioned beforehand, Brett Thomas. What is this? How's this going to help these players coming into the season playing a competition like that right before the start?
Look, I think it's going to be huge. I mean, obviously, really high level of competition. It's just going to help a lot with what they're doing in pre-season games. The guys are going to be maybe a bit more sharper, and obviously, playing for your country, it's a huge honour. So, you're going to bring it. So I think it's going to be huge, and I think that these guys, come start of the season, come round 1, these guys are going to be ready to roll. And we should also add that there's going to be some Ice Dogs TV coverage coming from that event down in Melbourne.
There will be, hopefully.
Yeah. What are you talking about? There will be.
All right, there will be.
Yeah.
So, Mitch, give me one guy that you're really looking forward to seeing back on the ice this year.
Okay, I would have to pick probably Dave Dunwoody. He's just the type of player that I just love to watch, and I'm sure probably a lot of fans love to watch. He's physical, great hitter, but he's good on offense too, can score, can put the puck in the net. So probably take Dave Dunwoody. How about you? Who have you got?
I'm gonna say Billy Cliff. This guy just gives 100% every single play. He puts everything out there on the ice. And last year, as we all know, was his rookie season. So having that out of the way, I can only assume that he's going to be a better player now that he has the experience. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him play again.
Yep.
So this Sunday, 20th, 5 p.m. here at LCC Ice Rink, we've got an exhibition game. Canberra Knights are travelling up from Canberra to play the Dogs. What are you expecting from this game, Mish?
Well, I'm expecting a pretty exciting encounter, to be honest with you. Some of the matches between these two teams last year, we saw some absolutely amazing hockey. The final match of the season actually was just a multi-goal affair, I guess you could describe it as.
You could put it that way, yeah.
The ice was tilted in the Dogs' favour, so the fans were absolutely loving it. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that the Canberra players, it's one that they'll want to forget.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it was a great game to watch. So I'm expecting a bit of hunger from the Canberra players. They've got the same agenda in the pre-season: get guys ice time, etc. The Dogs, they're going to be maybe shuffling the lines, trying different combinations, seeing what works, trying to put it all together. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great game to watch, and I'm pumped for it.
Yeah. So Canberra's travelling up here without their imports at the moment, but don't take that away from them. Their top five line, solid line. There's 3 Australian representatives there. Gavin Clayworth, Rue McCanon, quality Australian players. Ollie Rosdars, who is also in that top 5, topped their points scoring last year for an Australian player. Surprising that he didn't get picked for the national men's team with the other guys from that team.
Unlucky, you would have to say.
Yeah, he's definitely a diamond in the rough of that team.
Yep.
And I've been told there's a young guy to look at, McPhail. Young guy, worked really hard in the off season, I've been told, and they're expecting big things from him this season. So these guys are going to come prepared and ready to play, and it's going to be a really entertaining affair.
Yeah, I think they're also bringing some prospects. So when that happens, guys are going to be fighting for a spot in the lineup potentially. So they've got to bring their A game. It might be the preseason, but if you're fighting for a spot, it's all on the line, obviously.
Exactly, you've got to put it all out there. So some very entertaining hockey to be had here. Sunday, 5 p.m. Be here because it's going to be a great game.
Yep.
It's on the tip of everyone's tongues, Mitch. Star import from last year of the Knights, Sean Scarborough, is playing for Adelaide this season. How is this going to affect the Knights team? How are they going to make up for not having him in the squad?
Look, it's going to be tough. First of all, let me say, big loss for Canberra. This guy was a proven goal scorer throughout the season. He was easily their best player, and one of the best players in the league for that matter. Big acquisition for Adelaide.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them another time, I think.
Yeah.
But look, it's going to be tough, and it'll be interesting to see if some of their other players or some of their imports can really step up. I mean, they were Canberra were down the standings a bit last year as well, sort of down with the Dogs. So when you have a really good player like that leave your team, it's tough.
All right, so Mitch, give us your pick for this game. Who's going to come out on top on Sunday?
Okay, look, I can't get past the Dogs, obviously. I don't just wear this jacket because it's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely picking the Dogs, but in all seriousness, I do think they have more quality across the board. But yeah, make no mistake about it, I think it's going to be a very, very, very good game. And a great way to start the preseason, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to have to tip the Dogs as well. And like you said, no bias there, but Canberra's bringing a good lineup with 3 Australian representatives, arguably 4.
Yep.
But we've got 5, and we've got our imports on the ice. And after the showing at the end of last season, I think we're going to edge them again. I think we've got this one.
Either way, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, fantastic game. So hopefully we'll see you all there. Yep. And stay tuned to Ice Dogs TV in the future for all your highlights, analysis and opinion.